The iconic video game character Super Mario has captured the hearts and imaginations of children and adults right across the world. The high-jumping plumber came from very humble beginnings and is now a global phenomenon. We've all played or at least watched somebody play one of his video games and is now single-handedly the most successful video game franchise in history. But hey, let's take a look at some more facts on Super Mario. Alright, so before I jump right into things, I want to know from you guys, what's your favorite Super Mario game? Go ahead and leave your comments in the comment section below. Also, using that same comment section, let me know who it is that you'd like me to find some interesting facts about next. Alright, so let's get right into it. Some more facts on Super Mario. Though it's widely believed that Super Mario first appeared in 1985 for the game Super Mario Bros. For the NES, he actually first appeared in the arcade hit Donkey Kong in 1981. Super Mario's name was originally Jumpman, but his name was later changed to Mario. Now, the name came about when the landlord from the building that Nintendo of America was renting from gave the team several extensions on their overdue rent. So simply to pay homage to their overly nice landlord, they decided to rename the character Mario. But my question is though, do you think that the name Jumpman would have caught on as big as Super Mario's name did? Now, when Super Mario was first drawn, his overalls were red and his shirt was blue. And then later on for Super Mario Bros. 2, that's when they did the switch where his overalls were blue and his shirt became red. And this became the iconic look for Nintendo's most famous character. But oddly enough, the box art for Super Mario 2 still had it in reverse. Now, as the story goes, the original Super Mario Bros. Was supposed to be the grand farewell for Nintendo's NES. Now, for all of you guys who are confused, let me explain. The Japanese version of the NES was actually released 2 years prior to America's version. And by the time America got theirs, in Japan, they're already moved on to the more advanced NES, known in Japan as Famicom. And the advanced version is Famicom Disk. But due to the popularity of Super Mario, Nintendo decided to just keep the cartridge version of the NES and not shift to the disc version like they did in Japan. Now, it's said that Jackie Chan indirectly influenced the Super Mario Bros. Video game. Shigeru Miyamoto, who is the creator of Super Mario, has mentioned several times that the game Kung Fu was a major source of inspiration for Super Mario Bros. In Japan, it was a licensed game based on the Jackie Chan movie Spartan X. Super Mario has a transgender character in one of his games. The original manual for Super Mario Bros. 2 clearly states that Birdo, who is a guy, thinks that he's a girl and acts that way accordingly. The Chain Chomp characters are actually based on a traumatic childhood event, and they were actually birthed from an event that happened to Shigeru Miyamoto when he was a child, where basically his neighbor's dog chased him before it was yanked back by a chain. And using that as inspiration, he infused it into the video game. The original character design for Super Mario was strictly based on graphical limitations at the time. For example, his mustache was added because they couldn't create a realistic looking mouth. He wears a hat because believable hair couldn't have been created. And he wears overalls because the team knew that they wanted to show his hands moving back and forth. And therefore his overalls helped to create separations between his hand and the rest of his body. The Super Mario universe apparently has a dark backstory. According to the Super Mario Bros. Instruction manual, Bowser and the Koopas are actually black magic wizards, and they turned everyone in the Mushroom Kingdom to bushes, blocks, and mushrooms. Also, the Goombas are actually corrupt travelers to the Mushroom Kingdom, who've been turned into sinister characters that look like chestnuts. So when you come to think about it, every time Super Mario breaks a block, he's actually killing someone. And now it probably ruined your childhood, but I'm not sorry though. In the 1990s, Super Mario was the most recognizable character to American kids, and the recognition percentage was amazingly higher than Mickey Mouse. But according to the Guinness Book of World Records, Pac-Man is actually the most recognizable character when it comes to adults, with a 94% recognition rate, where Super Mario follows closely behind with a 93% recognition rate. And with that said, there goes 10 interesting facts about Super Mario. And you guys know the deal. Please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel and leave your beautiful comments in the comment section below. And if you guys want to follow me on social media, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and Google+, and I'm also on Instagram. And if you guys see some videos scrolling beside me right now, feel free to click on one of those because it'll take you to some of the previous episodes, and feel free also to browse around my channel to see what else it is that you find. And that's pretty much it. This video is a wrap, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.